Welcome to my channel Lanomeet. In this video we will going to discuss about the phospholipids and I am going to give you brief overview about the phospholipids and we will also going to discuss the structure, the functions and the classification of the phospholipid. In the summarized chart we will going to discuss all these aspects of the phospholipids. So if you have not subscribed to my channel until now, go and subscribe and click the bell icon for the latest update. So starting the video from the definition of phospholipid. What are phospholipids? We should have to know. The phospholipids, as the name suggests, the phospho means the phosphate group attached with the lipids, causing the name phospholipids. So this compound is a complex organic compound mostly of the lipids and phosphate group. It contains the phosphoric acid in addition to the alcohol and the nitrogenous base, with a long chain of fatty acid attached to these structures, forming the structure of a phospholipid. So, four components are necessary for forming the phospholipids, including the phosphoric acid, alcohol, that is a major backbone, nitrogenous base, and the fatty acid chain. So if we see the structure of phospholipid, this is shown the general structure of phospholipid, which contain the fatty acid hydrocarbon chain. These are the fatty acid hydrocarbon chains that are attached with the central group. This central part, or you can say the central compartment, is the glycerol backbone. The glycerol backbone is the backbone of the glycerophospholipid, while in the sphingophospholipid, that is the second type of phospholipid, there is a presence of sphingosine backbone. We will going to discuss this later on. And this here you can see is a phosphate group. This is the phosphate group that will going to attach the glycerol backbone with the another polar head of the phospholipid, that is the presence of alcohol. The alcohol can be any alcohol. In the sphingolipid it is choline, while in the glycerophospholipid it can be serine or ethanolamine. So this is the alcohol or the polar head that combine with the glycerol backbone and ultimately combining with the fatty acids that are forming the hydrophobic part. And we know that the hydrophobic part are mostly the tails. So these are the hydrophobic tails that combine with the hydrophilic polar head and constituting the structure of the phospholipid. Now coming to the few of the functions that are the important and maybe asked in the questions or FAQs about the functions of the phospholipid. So the functions of the phospholipid are, they act as an intracellular messenger. As an intracellular messenger, they can conduct the messenger system, including the formation of mRNA, then the formation from the DNA, then the transcription and translation of the proteins, and these intracellular messengers are phospholipids. They are also the membrane phospholipids are the type of phospholipids that encode the cell membrane. They are attached with the cell membrane because of the hydrophobic polar tails. The fatty acids are attached with the cell membrane and they causing the attachment of the other substances towards the cell membrane. So they are encoding the cell membrane and stabilizing the cell membrane. The third function of the phospholipid is they are the large component of the lung surfactant, and this is a very important function because the lung surfactant that is produced from the alveoli at the time of alveolarization is going to decrease the surface tension to cause the proper ventilation. So this is the function of lung surfactant that is constitute by a major component through the phospholipid. So phospholipid make a major part of lung surfactant. Now coming to the classification of phospholipid, we will going to discuss in the next part of video. And welcome to my channel Lanomeet. In this part of video, we will going to continue the discussion of phospholipids. And until now, we have discussed the structure of phospholipid, the definition of phospholipid, and the functions of phospholipid. Now, in this video, we will going to discuss about the classification of phospholipids. The major classification of phospholipid are of two types. That is the glycerophospholipid and the sphingophospholipid. The glycerophospholipid, as the name suggests, they are the glycerol as their backbone attached with the phospholipids, that is a phosphate group, and the lipid part, that is a fatty acid chain. While the second classification, that is sphingomyelin or the sphingophospholipid, is a structure that contain a sphingosine as a basic structure containing because they are present in the myelin sheet, that's why the name given, while its name is sphingofospholipids. So similar, the sphingosine as a backbone with the phosphate group and the fatty acid chain. So now coming to the structure of the glycerophospholipid. The structure is very much similar to the structure of phospholipid that we have discussed in the previous part with the hydrophobic tail and the hydrophilic polar head. But here the structure is glycerol as a backbone. So the glycerol is the backbone in the glycerophospholipid. Any alcohol is attached, that is a polar head of the alcohol. It can be from serine, it can be ethanolamine, it can be choline, it can be N-acetol, or any other alcohol is attached to the glycerol molecule by the phosphodiester bond. That is a very important point to remember here, that the alcohol is attached with the backbone of the molecule, that is a glycerol molecule, with the bond that is called as the phosphodiester bond. The third thing we can see in the structure of glycerophospholipid is the phosphate group that is going to attach between these two bonds, between the glycerol backbone and between the polar head. The fourth thing we can see is the hydrophobic tail that is formed from the two fatty acid chain in the glycerophospholipid molecule. So this was concluding about the structure of the glycerophospholipid. Now coming to the important function of glycerophospholipid. If we can see the glycerophospholipid, if by combining with the different alcohols with the basic glycerol backbone, there is a formation of three types of glycerolipid, including the cardiolipin, the platelet activating factors, and the plasminogen. So the functions of the glycerophospholipid in the body, the cardiolipin is antigenic because it is antigenic property. It has an antigenic property and acts as an antigen in the body. The platelet activating factor that is also formed from the glycerophospholipid is going to activate the platelets, and in turns it activates the clotting and the coagulation mechanisms. So now I hope the glycerophospholipid is clear to all of you guys, and I think this information is much enough for you guys to be remember about the structure, and you have to know the function of glycerophospholipid. The second component of the phospholipids is the sphingomyelin or the sphingophospholipid that contain the sphingosine as a major backbone attached with the alcohol that is choline. It is a specific alcohol that will going to attach with the sphingophospholipid. The one phosphate group is attached and one chain of fatty acid is attached. We have to remember that one chain is attached in the sphingomyelin and the backbone is sphingosine. The alcohol is choline and one phosphate group is attached. So these four important components forming the sphingophospholipid. Now coming to the function, I am going to share you with a diagram the structure of a sphingophospholipid. Guys, here you can see this is the structure of a sphingomyelin or a sphingophospholipid. Here you can see this is a sphingosine backbone that is attached with the alcohol molecule, that is the choline in the case of a sphingomyelin. And here is the presence of a phosphate group, and there is a presence of a fatty acid chain. Here it should be a single fatty acid chain, but it is shown double. I don't know why, but there is a single fatty acid chain. So the choline is alcohol, sphingosine as a backbone, and fatty acid chains forming the hydrophobic tail. One more phosphate group is also attached. One more important thing here, that what is a ceramide? That is may ask in exams that what is ceramide. So ceramide is just simply the attachment, or you can say the combination of sphingosine with the fatty acid chain, without or excluding the phosphate group and the alcohol. The sphingosine, when combined with the fatty acid chains, it is called as simply the ceramide. Now we are going to discuss the function of the sphingophospholipid, that is the structural and importance in the myelination of the nerve fiber, and we have discussed this because the name suggests the sphingomyelin, it is forming the nerve fiber myelination. So this was all about. Thank you for watching.